Hey everyone, it's Moody Boo, the fragrant nomad, and I am here on Lummi Island looking off the second story deck at the ocean. It's actually Puget Sound, but it's the ocean. So I just wanted to do a quick kind of haul and testing video. And I wanted to let you see what I've purchased so far on our trip. We had a day of shopping in Seattle. Went to Parfumerie Nazarene and Labo. That's all I had time for, unfortunately. But we do what we can. So it was a super sniff day in a very short amount of time, power sniffing. But I did manage to purchase some. A really nice guy named Jonathan helped me at the Seattle Labo, downtown Seattle. Jonathan? So the city exclusives, is it September that they usually come out?
Correct, yeah. So we only carry them during September.
And I ended up with the Noir, which I had been wanting to try, along with the Matcha. Love that one as well. And the big surprise, I thought there'd be some other ones that I'd be more interested in, but I ended up with Oud 27. Fell in love with it. So, surprise. And I'm not quite done with Parfumerie Nazarene. I had taken a couple of samples home. She's also, this gal here, Valerie, was amazing. I'll put in some video of all the testing strips she labeled for me. And I mean, we were just like I was power shopping and sniffing for like 30 minutes. And she was so wonderful. Thank you so much for helping me today, Valerie. And this is Moody Boo here at Nazarene in Seattle. I cannot believe I finally made it here. You guys know how long I've talked about this. And look at this place. Are you kidding me? And she has been so wonderful. I can't even tell you how many samples that she sprayed for me and labeled. Look at this craziness. And do you think I could make a decision? Oh, heck to the no. But we got there, thanks to her wisdom, because it certainly wasn't because of my decision-making skills. All right, see you soon, Bates. So I, again, was surprised with the ones that I went in there to test thinking I would end up buying. I did not. So I ended up with Electimuss Imperium. I was shocked how much I love this perfume. Now, I'm really surprised because it does remind me a bit of Ani by Nishane, but much better. It doesn't wear me down. It's not cloying or too intense or anything, and it doesn't have any ginger. It's more of a tuberose kind of a perfume, which shocked the shit ski out of me, but I love it. And then I ended up with Golden Dala, which is one I did want to try going into the store. My only issue, it's got some performance issues for me, but I'm still working with it. I went ahead and, purchased it after just testing it in the store, but I did fall in love with the scent. So the performance is something I'm still working with. I've been doing like 3 sprays with this though, but it is really, really pretty. And these bottles are amazing, especially this Electimuss one. God, this thing is heavy too. It's so pretty. And then Tiziana Terenzi. I went in thinking I'd get, what was it, Haley, or was it Hale Bop, or one of the red bottle ones. I really thought that's what I'd end up with, but she was so good. Valerie was so good at, when I kind of told her the perfumes I liked and some of the notes that I appreciated and the accords. She put this one on a test strip, Caput Mundi, and I fell in love. Now this is one, it's very spicy. I think if you like perfumes like Amouage, Memoir Woman, you're going to like Caput Mundi. It's so beautiful. I think it's a little easier to wear than Memoir, but it's gorgeous. Gorge. And then I'm going to end up with also Initio Blessed Baraka. I'm pretty sure, and maybe Atomic Rose from them as well. So I did fall in love with that one when I was there. And I'll give you more details once I get them. But she's going to send some of them to me because I just didn't want to carry that much stuff back. We did drive, but it's still a lot to carry, and our car is already packed on the way here. I didn't want to add too much to our load. So, and then I brought a bunch of Discovery boxes. Some of these are brand new. I hadn't even opened. This is one of them, the Arte Profumi. Oh, yes. Yes, please. I'm really liking a couple of them. I've already decided I'm going to get, I was trying to be quiet because right over there, the next deck over, they've got like 3 dachshunds, and so they hear me and our dogs out here and they freak out. This one, Biscuit, oh yes, I will be getting a bottle of that. It's this beautiful chocolatey, desserty kind of an aroma, and I just fell in love with it. There's a few in here that I'm really adoring. This one as well, the Sucre Noir, I really love that one too. And actually, there's none in this box that I don't like. Oh, and boy, you know, he had to leave a little something for me. Has dog fur over everything. And then this Fort and Manle, the Harem Rose. I know I'm going through a rose phase, but I'm really enjoying not your watery rose again. I like creamy, I like dark, but I like a sweet rose for the most part. You know, I don't mind a little patchouli with it as well, but I don't want the patchouli to be the star. I want the rose. The Harem Rose from this Discovery set. I haven't pulled out this Discovery set in quite a while, and I fell in love with it, and I'm probably going to end up with a bottle of that from Fort Manle. There's another one that Lucky Scent has, Late Harvest. Yes, I am getting that one as soon as we get back. I just didn't want to order any perfumes until I knew I was going to be home or en route, so that no packages just sat there on the porch. And then I got the Penhaligons, their scent library. You know, that's the ones with all the cool caps, the animal head caps and stuff. I'm going to be really honest, the ones that everybody else seems to like the most, I find rather boring, honestly. Like, what was it? The Bewitching Yasmin? Bored to tears. Changing Constance, yawn, put me to sleep. Duchess Rose is okay, Lady Blanche is okay, but I actually enjoy the men's ones better than I enjoy the women's. I'm rather disappointed because I heard such great things about the Yasmin and the Constance, and honestly, they both, like I said, you know, next time I won't need any melatonin or a sleeping pill or anything. If I have insomnia, I'll just put one of these 2 perfumes on there and I'll fall right to sleep. Yawn, bored, next. And I brought the replica Maison Margiela set that I've had for quite some time. The Penhaligons and the Arte Profumi, those are new. This one, though, I've also had for a while, just like the Fort and Manle. But I hadn't really tested many of them out of this. And I'll be honest, I haven't really touched this one. I've been really focused on some of the other ones, but we're only halfway through our vacation, so I've got time. This is another one that's new, and I haven't really delved into this one yet as well, but I plan on it very soon because there's a couple that I'm pretty intrigued about. So you can see some of the names there. The Coco Porcelana, I did try that one and I don't remember being wowed by it. So, but some of the other ones I'm real anxious to try because I love sandalwood, and this is a great time of year for iris, and so we shall see. This is also a new one, but it doesn't have all of them in there. This is one that Discovery set that I bought secondhand. And so there's a couple of them that are missing, but it's really irrelevant because none of them have wowed me. I want one of these perfumes so badly, but it's mostly for the bottle. I just love those red glass bottles with the crazy caps on them. But the perfumes themselves, nah, none of them really did much for me thus far, but I've just started testing them. So they smell very, I don't know, not even close to being worth the price so far. And then I also have had this one for a while, but I brought it with me too because I haven't really explored many of these perfumes, just a few of them. And One Umbrella for Two is still a perfume that I'm wearing the heck out of this spring. I bought the little travel size, so they're like 10 mLs. I have 3 of them, I think. So that's what I've been using. And I kind of just stopped after that. I didn't really check out too many more after it. So we'll see if I get to that one as well. And then I talked about Valerie from Parfumerie Nazarene. She was so cool. I was so busy sniffing that I didn't have time to really do any recording in there until she was ringing me out. And then I kind of recorded around. She said it was fine. So she was so patient with me, so wonderful. I highly recommend you go to Parfumerie Nazarene, and if you get Valerie, you are so lucky. It's a wonderful little store, a little boutique. And they send you with, when you buy a perfume, they fill up a big old sample of it so that you can take it home with you and wear it. And if you decide that you actually don't love it, as long as you haven't opened up the box, you can send it back and get a refund. But I already knew that wasn't going to happen for me. But I still have these. And then I was in such a hurry. She was making a sample for me of all of the strips that I had tested. It was crazy. So I left my information, and I think she's going to send me a bunch of the samples that I really didn't have time to give a good testing. This one I am really loving, Christian Provenzano Ultimate Rose. This is one that Valerie turned me on to, and I can't decide between it and Initio's Atomic Rose, which she also gave me a sample of. It's this one. Atomic Rose is darker. I think that the Ultimate Rose is a bit sweeter, but it's also greener. So, and this one is more dark. It has more, I think it's got some patchouli in it. I'm not sure, but I feel like I smell patchouli, sweet, dark, kind of a blood rose, and is kind of what I visualize. So I haven't decided between which one of those. And this was one that I had tested, is the Xerjoff, the 18, the Renaissance. I'd been wanting to try that as well. And it's good, but it's really a freshie. But I just don't know if it's one I want to pop for or not. So there was a whole bunch that I tested. I mean, a whole bunch. Okay, that was kind of a haul and testing video. And these, the alchemist Jonathan mixed these when you know, after I purchase them. So I haven't opened the boxes yet because I'm going to let them sit for a couple of weeks before I start working with them so they can have their full chance to develop and age. Once again, this is from the deck. Rented this place for 2 weeks. It's so pretty. We've already went down to the beach because right over here is some very steep stairs down to this huge beach that is in front of this place. And caught a bunch of oysters. So yes, we have our licenses. It's so pretty. And I'll be back soon. Take care. Peace.